This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm thrilled to be speaking with some members of the cast of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. How are you all doing today?
Good,
Thank
man.
you.
Wonderful. I'd love to know what your initial experiences were finding out about Lord of the Rings, growing up or later on in life.
Tyroe?
Me? I'm younger than the trilogy itself. Growing up, it wasn't as in my face, I guess. I sort of didn't really look into it much until I got the role, and I sat down and I did the research that would have been needed to have been done for the role, and I fell in love with it. Really, I read The Hobbit. I've watched so many YouTube videos now on the lore and so many things, and I think I'm a fan now, and I'm really, really excited and honored to be a part of the world itself.
I love the books. Like as a boy, I was really into fantasy and Redwall and Watership Down. Like that was my wheelhouse in terms of now I'm a big boy that can read big books. And my brother turned me on to them, so I have a familial connection with it.
And I came to it with the movies. I was about 14 years old. I saved all my money and bought a DVD player and a little DVD, which was a huge deal for my community, as we were quite humble means. And that started my love not only for the Tolkien world of Middle Earth, but also the world of filmmaking, as like it had the bonus features and the featurettes, and you could actually now for the first time see what it took to make something like that. And it made me set my course to like, that's the world I want to live in, to create that world that we're seeing.
Yeah, and I my first introduction to Tolkien were the movies, and I fell in love with the movies. But really, I didn't really have Tolkien in my life much more than that until I got this role and I did a deep dive. And also I'm a huge fan.
That's great. And I know that in early episodes, a lot of the storylines that you're involved in feel like a combination of a love story, a horror movie, and sort of a survival epic. Is that what it feels like filming as well?
Yes.
Yeah, those three elements actually.
Yeah, making it feels like a survival epic.
And the stamina that you have to have, we had to have for to really create the show and withstand. The world was going through a survival epic, so it wasn't too far removed to what we're going through. But then there's a hope aspect of it, and the love aspect of it, in which we were able to still create something, and felt fortunate and responsible to use our time and our freedom in order to like embed this thing with love and a deep soul connection.
Was there anything that particularly surprised any of you about the process of making this, whether related to effects or just scope, the process?
I was surprised. I mean, it's a massive undertaking, and the army of craftspeople and artists that they've assembled is unparalleled. But in spite of that, when you're on set, it does feel a bit like an indie film. Just some collaborators getting your hands dirty and trying to milk every bit of magic that you can out of these scenes. And that was shocking in any context, much less in something with this scope.
Absolutely. And Nazanin, I'm a big fan of one of your previous shows, Counterpart.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything that was similar between the process of making that show, which I feel like is so underappreciated, since I wish that was going into season 7 or 8 right now, and this one?
You and me both. I loved that show, and Justin Marks, who created it. But I think the through line is never judge a book by its cover. I think with this character, Bronwyn, there are things that you'll see her do that you don't necessarily expect from her. And same with Counterpart. You didn't see much of that coming, hopefully. And also the love for their children. There's the thing that drives Claire and Counterpart and Bronwyn here is that mama bear sort of like, I will do anything to protect my child.
And how does it feel, Tyroe, being one of those children and the younger members of this cast?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm the cool one.
Well,
It's
yeah.
fighting words. It is fighting words.
So, no, it's incredible. Like, I honestly cannot believe the position I am in. I was 14 years old when I got the message saying that I would be in the Lord of the Rings.
And shorter than me, and now he's 70.
Yeah.
And taller than me.
All of us.
And so, yeah, no, it's become like, it's such a monumental part of my life now. Everything is changed and so early, and I'm so blessed for it, because, you know, it's not every day you get to say you're part of Middle Earth. And I think I'm truly honored to be able to, you know, bring Theo to life. And I really hope the fans enjoy it.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here, kids.
Well, I'm sure they will. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking a few minutes to speak with me today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.